Afternoon, board members. Thank you so much for the opportunity to come and speak with you today and give you a little State of the Union address related to elections. It seems to be a hot topic every 4 years, but quite frankly, we do this every single year. And as a matter of fact, this will be our third election this year, including a recount. So what we're going to go over today is just a little bit of history, and that we did have a redistricting, our general and special election that we're going to be looking forward to November 5th. The question of election integrity has been first and foremost since 2020, when everything kicked off the dust storm, and of course our officers of elections. The redistricting, if you remember, we had held an election to get a commission to do our drawings. The commission failed epically, in which caused the redistricting to go back to the courts, and they had to select someone. So currently, Hanover County is in the 1st and the 5th congressional district. We go from the 10th to the 26th district for our Senate. And then, of course, for our House, we're in the 59th and 60th. These are all new numbers to our citizens as to what district they are in. Our county, represented by our 7 magisterial districts, your voter registration numbers are up. From when I started 14 years ago, our voter registration was around the 63,000. And right now, we're over 88,000, quickly approaching 89,000 registered voters. What that tells you is the last Weldon Cooper, it had listed our population right around the 109, 110,000 mark. You back out 25% that are under the age of 18. That leaves us with nearly a 94% voter registration rate in Hanover County. Now, I could speculate as to why that is. I think it's because it's one of the best forms of residence proof in getting your child into one of Hanover County's awesome schools. But that's just me speculating. On November the 5th, we're going to have one of the biggest parties you've ever seen in quite a while. It's going to kick off on Friday, September the 20th, with our early voting center opening. Our hours are going to be from 9 till 5, Monday through Friday. We will be open the last 2 Saturdays before the election to accommodate those voters. We are anticipating at least 40,000 people to come through the Wickham building in those 46 days that we're open before the election, in comparison to the 34,000 that we had during the 2020 election. So I bumped the numbers just a little bit. So we'll see if I hit that mark. All of the polling places in Hanover County, all 36, will be open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. You will also have the last day to register to vote and update any of your voter registration information on October the 15th. I would ask that every citizen within the sound of my voice or watches this to please visit the Department of Elections website. It's elections, plural, .virginia spelled out, .gov. Find your voter registration information. Make sure that your address and your name is spelled correctly. This would help to prevent a lot of issues at the polling place. And the reason why that's so important is because of the redistricting. We have a lot of voters who haven't voted since 2020. More than likely, they're going to be voting at a different polling location this November.